So as we lie here, if you're using the ball, either pull it a little bit closer so it's under the neck and the head. And if you're not using a ball, then you can use a towel, quite a thick towel like this. Okay, come back. So all I want you to do for the moment is close your eyes and give yourself a moment to relax, then we'll add some movement to this. So just close your eyes for a moment, relax the neck, relax the shoulders, and just taking a breath, a nice deep breath, and then just breathe out. Let's do that 2 more times. So we take a real good deep breath, expanding the ribs, breathing out, and then 1 more time. As we breathe out, then slowly start to turn the head from one side and over to the other side. Being aware how your neck feels as you do this. As we come to the centre, push the head into the ball and drop the chin down and then release. Now as I'm pushing my head down, I'm breathing out and then breathing in. Breathing out. Now we just do that 2 more times, so activating the muscles at the back of the neck and shoulders. And when you've done those few, if you just move the ball or the towel just out of the way, let's stretch our legs, stretch our arms. Now push your shoulders up and push your hips down. Now stretch one side of the body, so you push the right side up, right hip down at the same time, and then the left. Let's do that again. So from one side to the other. Now both arms, both legs, push up, push down, breathe in, let it go. Bring your arms over, bending your knees. And let's start with a few pelvic tilts. So we tilt slowly and release. Let's get some movement into the lower back. Now 2 more tilts please. So just gently tuck, press down into the floor, and 1 more. Go into your shoulder bridge then, make sure your feet are close to the body. Tilt and peel up and away. And slowly roll all the way back down. Now feel free to close your eyes. We're going to do 3 more of them. So we peel up gently, hold at the top, and roll down gently. Now just 2 more times, being fully aware how you feel as you do this. How does your back feel? And slowly rolling down. Good, let's go with 1 more time. So we tilt, we lift. And then we lower. Now from there, give the leg a quick stretch, raise one leg up, little release for the hamstring, and then change legs. Let's do a few hip rolls, so open your arms. When you're ready, knees together and feet together, roll slowly in one direction. Back up to the centre, then roll the other way. So now let's have awareness how our lower back feels as we do this. Please do remember, if you're feeling quite tight, quite stiff at the moment, you can actually make this range of movement a bit smaller until you warm up. So I want you to work with your body. I'm going to start to turn the head the opposite way. And again, slowly turn the head. Let's do this 2 more times. So one more time. Okay, come back to centre. Bring the knees in, lift the head up, chin to chest and squeeze. If you can, push your legs away, lift your upper body a little bit higher. Then as the head comes down, hold one leg and stretch the other leg away. So the leg that's gone along the floor, put your heel down and squeeze this leg in towards you. Let's switch legs. Drop the leg down and squeeze this leg in just towards you. Then bend both knees. Now feel free to put a towel or a ball at the side of your legs and just roll your legs onto the ball or the towel. So let's hold it there for the moment. Now remember, we can take this away if you feel comfortable to go lower. So you can drop the legs down, open your arms. Remember here, the shoulders, let's try to keep both shoulders close to the floor. Taking a deep breath. Sink down as you breathe out. Bring your legs to the centre. We can use the towel or the ball over onto the other side of the legs, drop on. And let's think about upper body, so just gently easing down towards the floor. Feel free to move the ball or the towel away and let the legs go a little bit further if that's comfortable for you. Take another deep breath, and as you breathe out, just imagine you are sinking down into the stretch that little bit more. Now come back to centre, well done. Bring the legs back up, chin to chest and squeeze. And as we did earlier, push the legs so your upper body raises up a bit higher. And then come back down. So we're going to do the same stretch. We're going to cross the leg this time. If you feel your back is delicate, please repeat what we've just done with your legs together, okay? Cross your right leg over your left leg. Open your arms and roll both of your legs to the right side. So again, you can actually, if you want to, put the ball or the towel there, or of course you can move them, whatever's best for you. So it feels a bit different now, doesn't it, now that the legs crossed over? So it's pulling us down that little bit more. What might have happened now is that the shoulders come up here. So can we adjust our upper body and gently ease the shoulders down? Remember, you've got to go with your own body. Do what you can. So in this position, as we did before, take a breath, sink down, breathe out. Then uncross your legs one by one to the centre. Have the ball or towel ready onto the other side if you want to use it. Left leg crosses over. Roll both legs to the left side. Slowly coming down. This shoulder might end up doing this. You can either stay there or try to adjust your shoulders round so you come closer to the floor. Take a deep breath and sink down as you breathe out. once again, hug the knees, lift the head, push the legs away. Now if you have scoliosis in your spine, I want you to stay there and don't do what I'm going to do. But otherwise, you may feel a little rock is comfortable. Last one. Once again, hug one leg, stretch the other. Push that straight leg right down. Bring it back, switch legs, push down. Bend both knees and stretch both arms, both legs. Once again, push your hips right down and push your shoulders all the way up. Breathe. Release. Bring your arms over. Bend your knees, please. Now grab your band, or you can grab whatever you've got, a belt or a scarf. Take the band over the right foot. Now I'm going to hold the band like this, can you see? And my elbows are just on the floor. Have a look at this. I'm going to do 1, 2, and the leg moves away. 2 little pulses towards you, and the leg moves away. I want you to try to relax your shoulders. So we spent a bit of time relaxing here. Make sure you're not too tense around your shoulders. It's up to you if you want to take your leg further. You can go down and 1, 2, down. As you touch the floor, if you are doing this bit, you've got to make sure that that doesn't happen. Keep the rib cage down, supporting the back. So preparing the hamstrings, giving it a little bit of a 1, 2, ease, and then away. If you prefer to stay up here, please do. 2 more times. Okay, hold it at the top. So if you've got your right leg up, take your right arm up and circle the leg round. You would extend your left arm out to your left side. As the leg does this and it comes towards us and across the body, stretching with movement, so just feel that tension as you go across. Let's go the other way around. If you are comfortable to make it a little bit bigger, then of course go ahead. 2 more times. So get some real nice mobility into the hip as well. Then come back to centre. Hold your band again with both hands, switch legs. So we did this, didn't we? Elbows on the floor, and we did 1, 2, and move away. That's it. If you feel okay to go lower, you can come down towards the floor. Like I said before, you've got to make sure your back and your rib cage don't arch. So always being mindful of the body. 1, 2, move away. Now if you're not so flexible, do not worry, just go with what you can do rather than what you can't. 2 more, please. Let's hold it up here. So if you've got your left leg raised, then you need your left arm up and your right arm out to the side. So we circle round. Remember, as you're going across the body here, feel that tension as you move across. That's it. Let's change directions. Again, you can make this bigger, it is up to you. Depends on flexibility, range of movement. Two more to go, please. When we've done those couple, take your band off. Can we open our knees, soles of your feet together? Let the legs drop open. Now, if you prefer to, you can put a towel either side of you, just to give you a little bit more support if it's better for you. Once again, make sure this isn't happening. Keep the ribs down and allow the legs to open so our feet are quite close to us. And let your arms open and just close your eyes for a moment and just relax in that position for a moment. Just taking a really good deep breath in through the nose and then just breathe out through the mouth. And let's do that one more time. Then when you're ready, bring the legs back up, knees back in, lift. Remember, like I said earlier, you can stay there, or if your back feels comfortable to add a little bit of movement, then try it. Last one. Well done. As we bring our legs down, let's roll the legs to the side and just push yourself up slowly. So I'm going to bring you up to seated for the moment, so sit up nice and tall. While you're getting yourself ready, seated, have a look and you can join me whenever you are ready. So into a nice tall side bend. Remember the arm we're leaning on, we bend that elbow and then we reach up and reach over. Do you feel that you go a bit further? Of course, again, it depends on your flexibility, so work with your own body. As I'm coming lower with my arm, I'm keeping my bottom on the floor and stretching. Feels really nice if you're feeling stiff, if you've been sat down for some time in the day. Now come back up, give the shoulders a roll. So with this one, fingers point out to the side, lean back, bend your arms. I'll show you here so you can see me. And then extend your arms, push the chest forward. Take a deep breath. Breathe out, bend your arms. Go again. Extend, push forward. Draw your shoulder blades back a bit more this time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go one more. Extend. You don't need to tilt the head back for this, just keep looking forward. Breathe in. On your breath out, do this and just hug the knees. And as you sit up nice and tall again, feel free to put something underneath your bottom. So a towel underneath, and it brings us up a little bit taller, doesn't it? You can sit however you feel most comfortable. So it could be like this, legs crossed, could be legs in front of you. Try and sit a little bit taller. Take one hand at the back of you, one hand on your leg, and twist round. And let's go the other way. So one hand behind, one hand on the leg, sit tall and twist round. One more each way, lifting through the pelvis, breathe in, breathe out, twist a little further. Change sides one more time. So breathe in, breathe out, twist that a little bit further. Brilliant, well done. So from here, let's bring ourselves around towards our knees. So we're going to do threading the needle first, then we're going to use those pile of towels, what we've got out. So do you remember threading the needle? If I show you this way, give you a little reminder. So remember, knees are nice and wide, arms are nice and wide. I would slide one shoulder through, Remember, we stop and rest at the top of the head, and then we twist. Okay? So if you come to your mat, knees wide, arms wide. Let's slide the right shoulder through and drop down towards the top of the head there. Push your left hand into the floor and gently twist your body. In that position, take a deep breath. Twist further as you breathe out. Come up slowly, change sides. So we slide the shoulder through, top of the head we are resting. Push the right hand into the floor, twist further. Take a deep breath. Breathe out, twist that a little bit more. As you come out of this, if you need it, put a towel at the back of your legs. I'll go into the shell stretch. So you can always sit back here if your knees don't like going too far. If you don't want to use the towel, you can take your knees a lot wider and sit right down. Walk your fingertips away. As you get lower, take a deep breath. Push the chest right down as you breathe out. Now moving your arms across to the left side. Remember, you need to be comfortable around your arms and your chest for this, so if it hurts, then do rest. We walk our fingertips further. Breathe in, sit back and breathe out. Change sides when you're ready, so you walk your arms across. Walk them a little further. Breathe in, sit deep and breathe out. And bring yourselves back here, well done. Just roll up slowly, give the shoulders a roll. Let's go through our flexion and extension here. For those of you not comfortable kneeling just on your mat, you can put one of your towels underneath your knees there. So we gently go forward and we go back. Moving your arms. Tilt the pelvis forward as you come forward. Push the rib cage away. So as I'm coming forward, I'm tucking under. One more time. Open your arms, take the hands back, pull your shoulders, lift, possibly extend, breathe in. Let it go, circle, well done. Okay, so I'm going to bring the towels there and there. So a nice big pile of towels. I'm going to move them forward. I'm going to kneel on this one. Okay. If we need it, we've got the towels there to place our hands on. Some of you might not need it, but some of you might prefer. So if I step forward with my right foot, I'll just show you here. Ankle and knee are in line. Okay. Lifting the body upright and tall. Tilt your pelvis here and tuck right under. So lifting, activating your glutes on this side, and be aware of that stretch here, that tension here. I'm going to reach up, arms are quite wide, and stretch up. Can you see I'm adding a little bit of extension? So I'm just leaning back a little. Okay, bring your arms down. Now the next part is up to you. Have a look. So if I put my hands on the towels here, if you need a bit more cushion, we can fold that over for the knee. So I'm going to bring my body weight forward like this. Then I'm going to move back. And then I'm going to come forward. If you are a bit more flexible, put your hands on the floor rather than the towels. So have a little try of that with me. If you don't like it, simply stay here, like we did before, yeah? Okay, so I'm pushing back. As I'm coming up, I'm extending, lifting the spine, getting a little bit of extension again here, and then pushing back and chest down. I know it's quite a challenge this, especially if you're not so flexible in your hamstrings, so remember, you've got to work with your own body. Now what I'm going to do now, can you see I'm tucking my foot under there? And I'm doing this. I'm coming down, so my toes are still tucked under there, chest up, and then here. You might be loving this, you might not be. So go with what you can do. Feel free to have a rest. How are we doing? Could we develop it further? What do you think? Should I show you? So have a look at this. When I get here, I'm just pointing my toes, I'm lifting and reaching. Then I'm coming back down, toes tuck under, and I'm back here. Yeah? Come and try it with me. So point your toes, push, lift, arms are wide. Come down, toes tuck under, and extend. Release the toes. We're going to do 2 more. Okay, 1 more time, doing good. Now when we've finished here, how do we get out of this position? So if your right leg is at the front, move your left hand to your left side and lean on it, and then you can swing your right leg back. Did that work? Hopefully. So you're leant on your left side, you lean over, and right leg swings back. Let's go into our shell stretch. My knees are narrow, and I sit all the way back. Now roll up for me, give the shoulders a roll through. Shall we do it on the other side? I think we should. So we started off here, didn't we? Ankle and knee in line, body upright and tall. We added a pelvic tilt, yeah. Squeeze your bottom on this side, so whichever knee is on the floor, you squeeze your bottom on that side. This time I'm going to clasp hands and push forward. Keep squeezing your bottom on that side. Then I'm going to take arms back. Now if you don't want to add movement, you simply stay here. Otherwise, hands here. We added the first part of movement, didn't we, like this? Forward and back. Okay, so we're extending the leg, chest comes down. As I come forward, I'm lifting and lengthening the spine. Remember, you can stay there, you don't have to move on. But otherwise, toes tuck under, up, and extend, yeah? We push up. As the knee comes down, lift, extend. So remember the next part that I added, as I come down, going to point my foot, I'm going to lift the body and gently, a little bit of extension, come down to the floor, toes under, up and back, toes release. Almost there, we're nearly done with this part. So feel free to rest if it's too much. Okay, one more time to go. Well done. So how do we get out of this? If your left leg is forward, you need to lean to your right side on your right hand and bring your leg around. Hopefully that worked for you. Have your knees narrow, sit back and stretch. Brilliant. Roll up for me and give your shoulders another roll. Hands back again. You can kneel onto your towel, that's absolutely fine. Take a deep breath. Breathe out, shoulders down, roll the head to the side. Remember, chin forward. Roll the head forward, over to the other side. And roll the shoulders, well done. So go to lie face down now. Take your time as you come down. Can I ask you to do this and do some curls? Drop your forehead down onto your fingers. And I'd like to tense your legs. So feel that you squeeze the muscles of the legs, front and back, and also activate your glutes as well. Let's take hold of one ankle, heel towards you. Feel free to do this and lie on your side, if that feels better. If you're okay to use both hands, go ahead. Brilliant, let's change sides when we're ready. If you do want to lie on your side, simply roll over, bend both knees, and you could hold it there if that's better for you. Otherwise, down here. One hand or both. Well done. On the next one I'm going to do, if you do find it's a little bit uncomfortable on your lower back, then I want you to rest, okay? You don't have to do this one. Please watch me first. I'm going to raise the leg and cross over. So if I cross my right leg over, it's my right arm that I stretch up with. And then when we come out of it, we bend our knee. Okay, so you want to have a try of that as you lie down here. Straighten the right leg, cross over. You might find that the leg's quite high up here. I want you to think about just lengthening from here. Let all of this go and let the leg slowly come down. You might need to bring it closer to you, a bit further away, it's up to you. And right arm overhead. Now bend the knee to come back, bring your arm back. Okay, let's change legs, the leg nice and straight, crosses over. Take your time as you're coming down. Left arm overhead if you've got your left leg crossed. Well done, bend the knee to come back out of this. Okay, I'm just going to go into a little bit of extension. We're almost done now actually. So I always give you this one first, don't I? So a small extension, because if you want to stay there, then you can do. So just that small lift. If you are okay to go higher, elbows back, hands touching the body, and we can go into cobra. So here the hips come off the floor as well. And slowly. Please do this and push your shoulder blades down. Push your hands into the floor. Stretch your arms out. And release. Push shoulder blades down. Keep shoulder blades down and hold. Bend your arms. If that feels a little bit too much, stay here. Otherwise, do 2 more for me, please. Walk the knees in and take our knees about hip distance, and here I want to move your hips side to side, okay? Can we then do this as well? Round up the back and move the hips side to side. Then centre, rolling up. Give me a lovely posture position, so instead of being here, we're up here. So we're going to grab our towels and ball. Let's go into our thoracic extension. So if you don't have a ball, you will use 2 towels, one there, one there. Okay? Remember that towel needs to be piled quite high, but if you do have a ball, the ball will go there. If you're quite new to this one, watch me. But if you've done it, then join me. So hold the ball here by shoulder blade area, and then the head drops on the towels. Remember, your neck shouldn't be like this. Your head should be comfortable. You get the extension from thoracic, so it's either a towel or ball, and then just let your arms drop open. We don't really want too much extension through lumbar, so just do this and just tilt the pelvis a little bit. Okay? Of course, rib cage is extended here, isn't it? So a little tilt of the pelvis, and just every now and then take a deep breath and breathe out. And let's do it again. Feel free to move your arms around. Remember, it needs to be a pain-free range, so any discomfort, then have a rest. Now, can you move your arms anywhere? Do whatever you want with them. I quite like to take my arms straight back here, but that's up to you. I also like to open the arms, elbows wide, just for a short time. Then bring your arms beside you. Now, this next part is completely optional. You might like this, you might not. Feet come close. I'm going to tilt my pelvis and lift. Feels odd if you've not done this before, and then slowly go back down. Make sure your feet are close to the body, tilt the pelvis. So we're taking our spine in and out of an extended position. Yeah? So if you don't like it, don't do any more. I'm going to do 2 more. What What we'll then do is roll, move the towel or the ball out of the way and straight away roll onto your back. So our towels might be too high now, so I'm just going to remove one of them. That's better. Bring the knees back up. As we did earlier, taking the spine in the opposite direction. So we're here. If it's okay for you to add a little rock, then go ahead. And then come back. So we're going to relax for a moment. Do you want to open your knees as you did before? You can put your towels here. Do you want to have your legs extended? It is up to you how you like. For me, I prefer just to be like this. So feel free to close your eyes, relax your neck, your shoulders, and just really free your mind of any thoughts. And just take a couple of breaths. I want you to feel that you relax through the hips, the pelvis area. Relax the feet, the legs, and just breathe. To take in a deep breath. Let's do that again. Take another deep breath. And then as you breathe out, just start to move your hands. You can just move your legs. And just bring your awareness back. We're just going to open our arms to the side, legs together and roll the knees in any direction for the moment and stay there. One by one, legs to the centre, then roll them over the other way and just hold it there. Then when you're ready, stretch your legs along the mat, arms up and overhead again. Push up, push down, breathe in. Let it go. Bring your arms back and bend your knees. Now you don't have to rush coming up, so I don't want you to go dizzy, just want to take your time. Just roll your legs over to the side. Just give yourself a moment. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed.